Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be actually discussing the new 5.1 update coming to Night Prison, which is actually coming out tonight. So this is the 4th November of recording, so in tonight's restart, that's when the new update will be coming. So if you're watching this video before the restart's happening, hopefully this gets you excited for what's to come tonight. And yeah, so it's been the first full week of the server being released, and so far it's been great. It seems like the majority of the players have been enjoying it, so all your feedback, all your suggestions, we are trying to take on board. We're reading everything that we can and just trying to keep on top of everything, as well as kind of implementing new things. So you've probably noticed that throughout the first week there has been a good few like kind of bug fixes that have been just pushed out whenever we've been able to do it, and there's more coming with this update tonight. Like we might have mentioned before, obviously the tycoon and deposit issues that we have, these are all being fixed, and thanks for bearing with us essentially when we're doing that. But these Friday updates are kind of like new feature updates that we're planning on doing every single Friday for as long as we can, as long as the ideas keep coming. So any suggestions you have, you can leave them in the comments, you can post them in the Discord, and you can just let staff know in game. That'll be great, and that's how we'll know. Otherwise we'll be coming up with ideas ourselves, and I do think that that's where these two new enchants coming in 5.1 have came from, and I think that these are pretty nice updates that players maybe aren't expecting, because people have been kind of alluding to what's coming from our tweets and things. So let's actually get straight into that. Two new enchants, first one being called Debris. So Debris, interesting name. Debris is a new enchant for reaching ascended level 100. So once you go through them first 10 prestiges, complete that first initial dive into the whole ascended levels, you'll be rewarded with Debris. Debris gives blocks broken by explosive a chance to proc Scavenger. So if you're familiar with Scavenger, getting keys and such, you'll now have an increased chance of getting more keys because of explosive and Scavenger and now Debris. It's kind of interesting because I know currently, based on what I've seen and what people have told me, that people kind of do certain builds by disabling certain things to get more keys, because explosive's not the best for doing that. Debris kind of fits into that slot now, where you should be able to run Debris with Scavenger and explosive and still get the benefit of getting a lot of keys, where you might not necessarily want to disable explosive. Now disabling explosive might still be quicker, but that's going to be kind of for you to find out and try. I think we're doing, I can't remember how many levels, but obviously the higher the level, the higher the chance of proc. And we're not going to go into the exact details, because that's something that's under the hood, not for you to exactly know. And it's going to cost about 150 million tokens to max. It is a very nice enchant. I can't wait for you to get your hands on it, and it's going to be kind of like a really good money maker. And all your the typical way Scavenger works the same with Scavenger and Debris combo, so it's very nice. The next chant is called Velocity, and people kind of knew from our hint on the Twitter that it was going to be something to do with momentum. Now momentum is a huge feature to the server. People love it. People like going for the leaderboards and trying to ensure that they're at the top and who gets the longest one, and people who are even just playing to kind of maximize their money, just try and keep their momentum high because of that initial like 25 minutes to get the maximum benefit from it. And I did see people alluding to kind of being like, oh no, are they going to ruin momentum, whatever. This enchant doesn't change the fundamentals of momentum. The leaderboards are going to stay. The way momentum works, where you mine for a certain length of time and get that bonus, is still the same. But Velocity has 10 levels, and for every level that you buy of Velocity, it takes 15 seconds off the time for each milestone. So we know that the first milestone is 5 minutes of mining. If you buy one level, that'll become 4 minutes 45 seconds to reach that, and it'll be 4 minutes 45 seconds for each gap. So what does that mean? If you have all 10 levels of Velocity, it will only take you 12.5 minutes to have the full 0.25% increase that you get, which is very nice. So all these people who love momentum, it's not changing, you're all good. It's actually better for the people who can only maybe mine for half an hour. You're getting the benefit for more. So it's a very nice enchant, and that will be available off the bat. So if you're level 1, you can start using that, which is great. And a few other of the kind of bug fixes that I'll mention here for this update as well is that we're fixing talismans and crates not being entirely random, and we are fixing the interest in banks from time warp. So there was an issue where the interest in the bank wasn't overflowing to your balance properly. That should be fixed with this update. We also are aware of the feedback from the Ascended Pass, where kind of like one mega crate wasn't enough, so we will be upping that to 3 instead of 1. Keep giving us your feedback on these things. Don't be just coming at us being like, oh, this isn't good enough. Let us know we want to make things as best we can, and that's based on your feedback. And then kind of a few things to look forward to in the future that aren't necessarily coming with update. We are going to be doing plot mine like block themes, which are going to be coming. Possible buff to token finder. We hear you. We're getting a lot of feedback on these things, so as long as you know that we know that we're going to buff token finder, you don't need to let us know. And then we will be doing extra talisman row for the token talisman. This is something where, in theory, as you can see, we thought of this idea for token talismans, which is a great idea, but a lot of people basically came back and said, like, why would we do this over the money talismans? Based on the feedback that you gave us, it allowed us to actually figure out, yeah, well, realistically, if you want to level up and stuff, why would you use it? So we're going to be adding a new row, but this row will be 4 token talismans. So you will be able to run 10 talismans in total, but it'll be 5 money and 5 token, which is going to be very nice. And yeah, there will then be another update, another video coming next Friday with hopefully another update. Any suggestions, please let us know. It can be in the comments in the Discord, as I mentioned. And yeah, we look forward to seeing what you think of this update tonight and these new enchants. So yeah, guys, as always, thanks for watching. And a little bonus note for anyone who could see this far in the video: Forza Horizon 5 launch stream on YouTube, Twitch, maybe hopefully a few videos will be coming as well. So yeah, guys, thanks for all the support, and we'll see you in the next update.